I'm in coaching center. So today I'm going to explain you that is the ninth standard social history chapter 2 medieval India and political transition. So the period between the second half in the 20th century and the first of the third century is recognized as the transition period in the east of the India. And transition period that indicates the preparedness of the society to enter from the one era after to the another era. So the Dutch broke the political system of the small country kingdoms, and they also established the powerful empire. And also monetharism was expounded in the fields of religions due to influence of Islam. And all these developments indicates the beginning of the medieval period in India. The started. So Rajput dynasty. So after the rule of Vardhanas of Stanavineshwara, the most of the western and the northern Indias that were ruled by the Gujara Pratiha, Gujara Pratiharas and Chandelas of Bundelkhand, Garhwalas, Solankis, Paramaras, and many other Rajput dynasties were ruled. And by the end of 12th century, the Rajput king like Prithviraj Chauhan, Jayachandra, Garhwal, and Paramadideva Chandela were the most powerful kings of northern India who ruled the Rajput dynasties. So first let us know about the Gurjara Pratihara. So the Pratiharas who have claimed in many of their inscriptions like the Lakshmana of Ramayana period and a Kshatriya of Surya Vamsha, and the founding person is the as he is the founding person of that family. But as per the available of the evidence that we have, Nagabhatta is the founder of this Gujara Pratihara dynasty, and the Pratihara ruled the Sindh regions. They keeping the as the Kanuj as making the Kanuj as their capital city, and also they fought back to the Arab attacks. Also, Mihara Bhoja and Mahendrapala are the powerful rulers of this kingdom, and also Pratiyara and an Arab travelers named Suleiman had visited the court of this Mihara Bhoja and has appreciated the kingdom as it had peace. The kingdom has peace. Next, Garhwala. So Garhwala, so Chandra Deva is the founder of this dynasty, and he ruled the northern India, that is making the Varanasi as its capital city. And Govind Chandra is the another important ruler. Alva and Magadha by defeating the Palas of who were ruling the kingdoms, and he also defeated the king of Kalinga and Odisha, and the rulers of Kashmir, Gujarat, Chola, and other kings, and also it is the relationship with Govinda Chandra the king. Next comes the Paramaras who came to prominence after the decline of Pratiharas. In this, Upendra Krishna Raja is the feudatory king of these Rashtrakutas who found this dynasty Paramaras, and also Dharangar was the capital of this Paramara dynasty, and Bhoja is the most popular king of this Paramaras dynasty. And also they extended the Paramara state by defeating the Kalyani Chalukyas, Gangas of Kalinga, northern Konkans, and the Bhoja has also experienced up and downs in the politics, and also he remained undefeated in the area of literature, and he was a poet. The Bhoja was a poet, the King Bhoja, as the king who came after him who was weak and Paramara dynasty was declined, it was finished. Next, Solankis. So Mula Raja I, who was the founder of this kingdom Solankis, and though Bhima I is the most famous king who ruled very good, ruled very good, very goodly, who ruled the Solankis kingdom very good, and also he could not protect the Somanatha temple from the Ghaznis invasion, but Mola Raja too defeated Muhammad Ghazni in mountain Abu. During the rule of this dynasty, the famous Jain scholar Semachandra, who compiled a Parkrut dictionary, who made a dictionary, that is the Jeshimalla, Ulaf Khan and Nasrut Khan. Next comes the Chandelas. So Danga, who is the most famous king of the Chandelas and who proposed the Bundelkhand, who made the Bundelkhand. And in the beginning, Chandelas were the feudatory kings they were the feudatory kings made by the Pratiharas. You read about Pratiharas. So after the declines of the Parmaras, Danga, he declared himself independent, and they took the eastern parts of the Parmas kingdom, and they also started to expand their kingdom from Palla and others. And Danga, who had a title, the king Danga has title of Maharajati Raja, kings of king, and he also extended the military assistance and attacking on Hindu Shahi king Jayapala to fight back attacking the Turks, to stop the Turks attacking. Finally, due to infighting and lack of unity in the Rajputs, Khilji sultans conquered the Chandela kingdom. Next comes the Chauhan. So the Chauhan dynasty is the most prominent, most important among these dynasties. The root of these dynasties we can see during the 7th century. And this dynasty, the Chauhan's dynasty, it was started in the Ajmer region of Rajasthan, and the rule of this dynasties were the kings like Ajaya Raja, Vigraha Raja IV, and Prithviraj III made Chauhans the most important rulers of the Western India in the 12th century. And Prithviraj Chauhan, who is known for his bravery and defeated the Chandelas of Bundelkhand. Also, he gained the Maheba and Kalinja. And Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in terrain, and Ghori wanted to extend his Ghor kingdom towards Sindh region also. And Muhammad Ghori, who was several the very place of previous battle. Prithviraj is an embodiment of the Rajput, and he is known for his bravery. Next, the contribution of Rajput. So the Rajput who ruled during the last part of the ancient and the early part of the middle period, they contributed towards the art, culture, religion, and Rajput kings themselves were the scholars. Kings like Bhoja, Munja, they has wrote their literary works, and King Munja had poets Padmagupta and Halayuddha in his court, and King Bhoja has extended his royal patron. And Jain scholars like Shanti Sena, Prabhat Chandra Suri, and Ghanpala during his rule, and the poetic works done by them are Jaideva, Gita Govinda, Bharvis, Kirtanarjunia, and Bharatruharis, Ravanaswada, and Mahendrapala wrote Kavya Memase, and were written during the these were the books written during the rule of the Rajputs, and dramas that were written by the Rajashekar. Rajashekar was Bala Ramayana and Karpura Manjari, and Bhavabhuti was Mahavira Charitra and Uttarama Charitra, and historical works that written by the Kalahans was Rajatarangini, Jayanikas was Prithviraj Vijaya, and Hemachandra wrote Kumarapala Charitra are the most important works, and Prithviraj Raso by Chand Barde and Bhoja Parabandha by Ballala are the noted biographical history of the Rajput rulers. And many other educational institutions like Nalanda, Kashi, Vikramashila, Ujjaini received a support from these Rajputs. And also the Rajput kings, they constructed a Gwalior and in many northern India, and they also build palaces in Jaipur, Gwalior, Udaipur, Dilwar Temple, Vimal Temple, and Lunavasi Temple were built by the Mount Abu, and all these are the beautiful and known. And Chandelas built Kandariya Temple in Khajuraho, and Shiva and Vishnu temples were more in numbers among the temples built during them. during the Rajput, and the Rajput also encouraged the paintings, and the painting style of this period by the Rajput were the Rajasthani painting style, that is the Pahari painting style. And Rajasthani painting style we can see in the places like Mewar, Bukaner, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, and Runi. And also Pahari painting style, we can see this painting style in Kasoli, Jammu, and Karwal. Like this, Rajput also had a special place in the history of India by their rulers and by their development, helping in the development of the country. Next, the arrival of the Turks came. So by defeating the small kingdoms of Rajputs, Turks built their small empire during the end of the subsequent years. So the establishment of Turk rule, whose religion was Islam, they were not completely unexpected. So Arabs has made failed attempt in capture of Sindh region, and in the beginnings of 18th century, the Sindh was always, they were under the constant threat of Turks attacks. So the Sindh were getting the attacks from the Turks, and Turks belonged to a nomadic tribe of Mongols and a part of Central Asia. They belonged and had accepted Islam. And let us know about the Muhammad Ghazni. So Muhammad Ghazni, the Somanath temple and the temple of Saurashtra was destroyed during the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni, and though all the Rajput kingdoms of the western India were armed by the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni, and also they failed in to face the Turks with unity. Muhammad Ghazni succeeded in his invasion due to the political and military weaknesses that happened in the Rajputs, and Muhammad Ghazni invaded 17 times, and he also carried away a huge amount of gold ornaments wealth to Ghazni. And though he did not build empire in India, his invasion showed that the way of the future Turk invasion to the India. He gave an small information how will be the attack of Turk after the Ghazni. Next, Muhammad Ghori after the Ghazni gone. After the return of Ghazni, the Muhammad Ghori came. So the Turk dynasty, who were the Shaham Bansi of Ghor region of Afghanistan, came to province, and the end of the rule of Ghazni dynasty. So after the end of the Muhammad Ghazni dynasty, so Ghiyasuddin Muhammad Ghor of the dynasties of this dynasty, who took the throne, so he sent his younger brother Mujahideen Muhammad to start the Turk rule in India. So he is called as Muhammad Ghori in the histories of India. And the palace of Sindh that were under the control of Muhammad Ghazni, he invaded Anil Wada of Gujarat and got defeated there. But this defeat made Muhammad to change his plan, and he attacked to Peshawar. Then he conquered that Peshawar, and then Khusro Malik, the Lahore's king, surrendered. And then by keeping Lahore as his resistance by the rulers of Delhi. So Prithviraj Chauhan III. So he defeated Muhammad Ghazni in the terrain in, as you know, in Rajput I said Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghazni. So in 1191 CE. So okay friends, today it is enough for explain the other topics of this chapter in the next video. So today you understand I think so. So okay friends, like the video, comment, upload, subscribe my channel and coaching center for more video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Have a nice day. Bye my dear friends.